Hello, I'm Judy Alley, and welcome to Book Look. We're in New York City today speaking with Sandra Hicks, author of The Big Wedding, 9/11, The Whistleblowers, and The Cover-Up. Sandra, thank you so much for being here today.
Pleasure to be with you.
Sandra, the Village Voice once called you the punk of publishing because you founded Soft Skull Press. So how is it that you're qualified to write a book about 9/11?
Well, you have to remember that while at Soft Skull, I was the publisher of Fortunate Son, the one controversial biography of Bush that talked about the Bush-Bin Laden family connection. So out of that, I became a freelance journalist in my leave of absence in between publishing companies, and 9/11 became my main focus for a couple of different newspapers, websites, and a TV show.
You interviewed a member of the 9/11 Commission, Richard Benveniste, on national television, as a matter of fact. What did you learn from that?
Well, that was a really incredible interview because, you know, in print journalism, if somebody says no comment, then you're really left with nothing. But in TV journalism, if somebody says no comment to you 3 different times over the course of the interview, then obviously they have a lot to hide. That's exactly what happened in my interview with Richard Benveniste, and it showed that the 9/11 Commission was a cover-up.
Sandra, what do you think about all the people who could say, oh, that's Sandra Hicks, he's just a conspiracy theorist?
Conspiracy is a part of politics. It means to breathe together. And there is documentation of that 9/11 was the product of a conspiracy, specifically a conspiracy between the CIA, Pakistani intelligence, and the so-called Al-Qaeda organization, which is really most likely just a product of Pakistani intelligence and CIA intelligence.
How similar is your work to that of Michael Moore?
Michael Moore did some important breakthrough work. You know, nobody was talking about the Bush-Bin Laden connection in Hollywood until Fahrenheit 9/11. But I go a little bit farther than he was willing to go.
So what is your smoking gun of this theory of 9/11?
The fact that Pakistani intelligence wired 100K to Muhammad Atta on the 10th of September. And this was reported in a French news agency and the Times of India, and it's never made its way into mainstream American media.
Thank you, Sandra, for joining us today and giving us some insight into your new book, The Big Wedding, 9/11, The Whistleblowers, and The Cover-Up. What you say is right. Our country's in big trouble. Everybody needs to get a copy of this one. It's a good one. Don't miss it. Thank you for joining us.